Good morning, my name is Joe from the Chimney Scientists, and I created this video as an ask for help from ServiceTitan. 3% of ServiceTitan's customers are chimney companies. There are over 5,500 chimney companies that are registered with the Chimney Safety Institute of America. When I decided to sign on with ServiceTitan 2.5 years ago, it was a large financial commitment for me, so I decided I wanted to do my due diligence. Before signing up, I contacted 7 different chimney companies that have worked with ServiceTitan. 2 of those companies were on the board of the Chimney Safety Institute of America. They all had negative things to say about ServiceTitan. In fact, there was a Facebook group in the chimney industry dedicated to trashing ServiceTitan at the time. I saw the value in the software, and I kept trying to understand why these 7 chimney companies were unable to be successful with it. I eventually realized that the majority of the mom and pop chimney companies didn't have the human resources required to implement this amazing software. 2.5 years later, my company has a 163 ServiceTitan score. We're trying to get that number up significantly. We're currently doing $5 million a year in sales with a healthy net profit. I was never interested in making money for money's sake. I was interested in the creativity of growing something spectacular that can change the lives of hundreds of thousands of people, providing the best paying jobs in the industry and the best positive work environment, creating processes that incentivize accountability on every level in the organization, and cultivating extreme ownership while leading with empathy.
How you feeling?
Living the dream, working on chimneys, working on chili cornbread.
I don't need anything. I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in a little twin house in the city. I have chickens, I have rabbits, I have all kinds of animals and plants.
He cares a lot. He really wants to know what's going on in your life, and he wants to be there to help you with that. He wants to make sure everybody's happy and makes enough money here.
Especially just being in the chimney field before at other companies, I realized how much I was really being taken advantage of. When I started working here at the Chimney Scientists, I realized wow, this is an amazing work environment. Joe, he really cares about everybody, and you can really tell if there's any issues, whether it's not even related to work in your personal life, Joe wants to make sure you're right.
My absolute favorite thing about Joe is how much he cares about the customer, about the job, and about me.
The one thing I would say about Chimney Scientists and why you'd want to come work here is we're a good group doing good work.
Promoting extreme ownership and leadership is a way to create a positive work environment. So anything I can do to be closer and closer to the culture that you've created at ServiceTitan, that is my goal. That is my dream.
I'm transitioning my van from a work van to a live-in van so I can, start being out of the field, but still being able to work out of my van.
I live in the work van. I don't need to live in the work van, but I'm used to that and I like that.
So I got my sardine cans. I also keep lentil soup in here. Super healthy, super cheap, just like me. And here I got my pee bottles here. So if you're a contractor, you got a lot of pee bottles. And then I also keep like a bag of soot from when I do chimney cleanings. The carbon from the soot helps neutralize the smell if you need to go number 2. So my wife says that I live like a homeless person and my employees think I'm crazy. I think the key is to be prepared, be efficient, and never forget where you came from. I don't like to be in an office setting, so I'm just gonna set up some drop cloths and close the doors and turn on all the lights and just hustle and work on the phone.
I am asking for ServiceTitan to help me crack the nut on the chimney industry, which has its own set of legal and sales challenges that differentiates itself from HVAC and garage doors. Our industry has a small amount of $20 and $30 million a year chimney companies. In my opinion, they are not the model that I am looking to replicate for stable and healthy growth. My next video will concisely outline the 5 primary challenges my business faces in order to grow to a $100 million a year chimney company.
Here are the 5 primary challenges that the Chimney Scientists and other chimney businesses like mine face. The first being having a profit-first structure for their accounting software. ServiceTitan utilizes something called the hourly burden rate, but does not allow you to take a percentage of the profit first off of every job. Being able to take a percentage of the profit off of every job, as well as having a percentage of daily fixed costs, would make it much easier to incentivize my existing staff with a percentage of the job versus an hourly wage. The second challenge is having a strong sales process that identifies predictable need-based sales in a want-based sales environment. For example, selling waterproofing for leaks when you're there for a chimney cleaning, selling a furnace liner for a furnace when you're there for a fireplace cleaning. The third primary challenge is a strong process for handling insurance claims related to storm and weather events. There's a tremendous number of recalls for chimney caps that blow off, for leaks that occur from masonry repairs during a high storm event, where it's technically under warranty and we're not currently making sure that the weather was considered a high weather event. So for example, if there's a hurricane wind with several inches of rain, we're going out, we're doing whatever we need to do, making changes or repairs without making it an insurance claim. That needs to be more streamlined, and we need to be able to utilize the customer's homeowner's insurance for those repairs. The fourth primary challenge is having ironclad legal documentation for all of our inspections and installations. We're in a highly litigious business, handling fires, handling people falling off of roofs. Our insurance is very expensive. When you work on a chimney, it is very difficult to bring that chimney 100% up to code. There's always a scenario where someone can come in and flag that chimney or fireplace as not meeting code and therefore unsafe for use. This is a very large challenge for all chimney companies and fireplace showrooms to overcome. And the fifth primary challenge is, once we get the Chimney Scientists from a $5 million to a $10 million well-oiled machine, having an acquisition process for acquiring mom and pop businesses, either fireplace showrooms or chimney businesses, and accelerating them the same way we did with the Chimney Scientist. So this is something that needs to be a strong process before we go out there and start acquiring businesses. What I'm asking Service Titans help for is not only for them to make any changes to their software to allow for a for-profit structure in the financial accounting, but also if they have any coaches or consultants that are at the top of their game with these specific subjects. I currently work with several coaches, with several sales consultants for different things that I do in my industry. They are excellent, but more and more and better is what I seek. My goal is to have Service Titan increase their market share in the chimney industry by using me as a documented example to grow and be successful with Service Titan software and the right coaches.
I want to do this because I want to create something special for my employees. Nothing makes me happier than seeing them achieve their own personal success, and I wish I could do this for more people than I'm already doing it for.